All right. What's up, YouTube? Um, so sorry for the shitty sound quality and video. Just for the mere fact I don't have yet or a designated space. Right now, we are currently in my bedroom. um, so I don't really know how to start this lately, and this is somewhat difficult to talk about. Um, Only because I'm the one that kind of fucked up. But we'll get to that in a minute. This is the Brand Couch Experience, and I've dedicated this podcast not only as kind of like a vlog, but also to talk to artists, local artists around my town. Hopefully, one day I'll get bigger names on here. That would be really cool. But I also want to make this a space where nothing is hidden, everything is open, and not only for myself but for other people, like they can just relax and be themselves in this kind of environment. And so when I do solo videos, I want to be able to just be open with everybody, especially because this experience kind of made me realize that I do go into a depressive shell when things are hard and when I know that I've made a mistake. And I guarantee most of you have made mistakes in your life and have regretted the moment that you did it and just wanted to move past that moment and not say anything and just kind of swallow your guilt into the deepest place that you possibly can. And so, with that being said, um, I'm currently going through a breakup. Um, and it has been fairly difficult, not only on me, but on her. Rightfully so, because I hurt her in a big, major way. And it it sucks because I know that I did, and I know that this situation is my fault, which gives me even more guilt, which makes me want to hide in my shell even more and not have anything to do with the world or my surroundings and things like that, because that's just my personality. Like, I deal with my emotions and I deal with things by myself and in my own um, time, because when I try and talk to people, I feel like I am a burden on them, or I feel like I um, am not conveying my message in the right way or whatever. So I kind of just don't. But um, I'm trying to not be that way, which is difficult in itself because like I do suffer from depression, and I do like have these anxiety moments of like straight mental overwhelming, not only fear, but um, pressure on myself. Like, I'm not doing good enough. I need to strive for better. You fucked up. You suck. You're a piece of shit. All these things go through my head. And I know that's not the case. I know that's like my ego trying to beat me down. It's the fighting the ego is the hard part for me in most like circumstances in most situations. And so back to the main part of the story, like going through the breakup, I fucked up and slept with another woman. And like I said before, like, when you make a mistake and you just try to hide and act like it didn't happen and hide in your shell and lie about it and do those things because you're ashamed, or at least that's what I did. And I lied to her about it. And this wasn't like a singular occurrence where I lied, it was multiple occurrences. And I know that I should have been honest with her, and I should have told her the truth, because then maybe we could have worked it out sooner. And maybe she wouldn't have all the trust issues that she has with me right now. And like, I guess that's the worst part of it, is I know that I hurt her and I know that I lost her trust. And like, no matter what I do at this point in time, no matter what I say, because of the web that I have woven with the lies that I have told, I kind of fucked myself. And like, I'm trying to work it out. I want us to work it out. But at the same time, I have to face the reality of what if that's not a possibility and stuff, which sucks in itself, knowing that I hurt somebody that I love very much, and I hurt somebody that has only cared for me to the best of her ability. And she's gone through moments and things like that, and we've gone through struggles, and we've gotten through them. But like, I don't think this one's gonna be one of the times that we might make it through. I think that this might be the end, but I'm hoping that it's not. The saying, expect the worst and hope for the best. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Um, And it sucks because, like I said before, no matter what I do right now, no matter what I say in these moments, um, she's only going to see that person. She's only going to see the cheater. She's only going to see the liar. She's only going to see the mistake. And in my moments of meditation and in my moments where I am not kind of like forced to deal with my emotions and forced to deal with the thoughts that are in my head and forced to deal with the current situation that lies in front of me. Um, like, there are those moments of clarity where I know that I might like just be straight fucked and have to like come to terms with the fact that I fucked up like in a very, very serious major way. Like there's no fucking way around it. Like no matter how I look at it, no matter how I approach the situation, no matter how I deal with it, like I might have to face the base, like the base of reality, and like sorry in advance if I cry on this video at any point in time. Like this is emotional for me, especially in the fact that like I hurt her. That's where I'm beating myself up, and I want to make it right, and I want to make those steps, and I want to do those things, and like do all the things that I need to do to make it right. And I understand her position. I really do. But I feel like I'm not getting the opportunity to do that. And like I get it. This has been a hard ass fucking process for me. Like dealing with everything, dealing with all that went on, going through everything that I'm going through. I've gotten suicidal. I've gotten very depressed. I've gotten angry. I've gotten sad. I basically felt every possible emotion. Um, my my act of pure stupidity has kind of spiraled me into a dark place where I don't think I'm good enough and I don't um, have the capability or the capacity to forgive myself. And I'm definitely trying. It's not for the lack of trying. I think I'm getting better, um, just with the clearness of thought and going through all of this shit. Um, this is probably one of the hardest experiences that I've had to deal with and had to go through. Like, I'll admit, in my past, I had a very, very good relationship with an ex of mine. And, like, at that point in time, at that moment, and in those times of struggle, I was going through addiction issues, and I was going through my own kind of like path and my own walk of life. And I was young, I was a teenager. Um, we had got engaged when I was 18 and moved to Oregon and lived out there for a couple of years. And, that was a very humbling and growing experience for me because, like, I had cheated on her and I was going through all these things and all these addictional things. And we were together for a long time still. Um, she had forgiven me for all the times that I was unfaithful, and she had gone through these experiences with me. And she stayed because she loved me and things of that nature. And I loved her too. I was very grateful and very humbled that she had understood what I was going through. Um, it eventually didn't work out. I was just still not grown up enough to deal with those kinds of that kind of relationship. It was very serious. We lived together. We had a dog. We had our own place. Um, I didn't have a job at the time, and like it was a very hard struggle, living out in Oregon and being engaged and going through all these things, and you know, um, it was very humbling. Uh, I wouldn't say that we're good, solid friends still. We still talk from time to time. She just got remarried or got married, and she's doing well for herself. I'm very, very happy for her. Um, I do hope for all her success, and I do pray that she's in good spirits all the time. Um, it's difficult going through these kinds of experiences, especially on the side of the person that made the mistake and is the fuck up and is the one who has to deal with either letting that situation go and just continuously being a douche, or learning from it and growing from it, which is what I'm trying to do. It's definitely one of those experiences where I I know I know that I need to make adjustments. Not only one, to make my life healthier, make my emotional state healthier, make my relationships with my family and everybody else healthier. Um, but if this relationship works out and we're able to work it out, make our relationship healthier. And if it doesn't work out, God forbid, um, and I find somebody else, um, make that relationship healthier and make sure that I don't make the same mistakes that I made in this one, um, and things of that nature. But it's it's it sucks. It just sucks. That's the basically the bottom line of all of that. Um, and if you are watching this, and if you subscribe, and I encourage you just to subscribe. Um, don't be afraid to like actually be yourself. Like be the 100% be 100% open and honest with everyone that you meet, because you don't know when what you say or what you do will affect somebody in a positive or negative way. And like if you shine the brightest light that you can into this dimension of like consciousness, and like be the most uplifting positive person, like it makes this world a hell of a lot better and a hell of a lot easier to live in. I'm not saying there's a lot of selfish people, but the majority of like the planet is selfish people that only do acts of selfishness and only think of themselves. And I'm guilty of that. Like I'm not saying I'm not. Um, I definitely try to help others for the sake of helping others more than I would do it for my own selfish gain, because that's not the message that I'm trying to spread. That's not the life I'm trying to live. I don't do things for the benefit of me. Um, but at the same time, like I am only human. Um, and I do make mistakes, and sometimes I get into those acts of selfish condemnation. And do stupid things based on like the biology of the human biomass and like the nature of how we are. Like we're creatures with actions based purely on desire for the most part, and um, like that's just like half of the planet, man. Our three-fourths of the planet. And then you have those people who have moved past that into states of higher consciousness who try to live within like a state of being that is giving to the world, and not giving into their desires, and like actually 100% only want to benefit like the human race. And I try, and I think everybody puts in like their best efforts. I try to live in that realm 100% of my life, but it's hard to do that in this day and age. Or at least for me, it is. And like, you just gotta go through life and do that the best that you can, and do things that not only help your body but help your spirit and help your mind grow to a like better version of yourself. Sorry, I'm eating cheese off of the plate that was on my sandwich, or that had my sandwich on it. It was a good sandwich. But I think that I'm gonna go ahead and end this one at the time that I have. I just had some things that I had to get off of my chest. Um, this is a place where I am not only kind of like obligated, I feel, to be the utmost honest, but um, like I feel like I can. This is I don't really care what any of you fucking people think of me. I hope that you watch, and I hope that you subscribe, and I hope that you do like appreciate my message that I'm trying to spread and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, I'm just kind of doing my thing, man. Just trying to spread some love and have some real talk with some real peoples. And hopefully the conversations are good. Hopefully, like, you guys get something from them, and hopefully I take something away from them and my guests as well. Um, but I'm just here to spread some love, peoples. So give me some love, subscribe, and tell your friends. I'm John Brand, and I hope to see you guys soon. Peace.